Hey guys, welcome back. Let's continue, get some more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's not saying it's bad. Totally. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste?
Do you want to get smacked?
No.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
What? What is this? Wait, why does the music get so, like, weird?
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Okay, that was better than I was expecting.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
Huh? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's actually... No, that's pretty good. That's not bad.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight onto the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. True. Yeah, true. That was definitely unexpected.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Guess not. I don't really care how old everyone is. Okay, people can't be... There's probably like, what, 2-year age difference? That's not that much. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
And I couldn't think of anything because I thought it was a shit poem.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Danny did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style.
God, these people are crazy. These fucking are... They're like, what the hell, man? They don't even give a shit.
Which I haven't yet. And Danny liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Maybe you're just jelly.
Oh shit, catfight. Uh-oh.
Wow. Now, girls, let's get along. Maybe you're just jealous that Danny appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Daddy started showing up. Oh shit. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Danny, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the radar, not force them to have figured out. Help me explain that to her, Danny. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Danny? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be, help me, Sayori.
Natsuki?
Natsuki glares at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth.
Yuri?
Yuri's expression is so defenseless I can't bring myself to say anything to her.
Sayori? Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Danny? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes...
Whoa, shit. Uh-oh. Let's not go that far.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayori? Sayori's kind of a Chad. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
So this is why Sayori is vice president. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? That was a little weird. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me.
Haha.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well,
I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see yourself get hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Well, why don't you fucking talk to her then?
It's just about time for us to leave. How would you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
Danny?
How about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow.
And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Is this like a dating sim?
Danny, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either.
Isn't it so sweet?
About what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Danny, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Hehe. Every day is gonna be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... Does it really need to stop there? What do you mean does it really need to stop there? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? I thought I was literally self-cucking myself. Now you're telling me that I'm like trying to get with people?
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori.
I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
I think I like Sayori the best, so far. She seems so genuine. Boom. It's kind of a fucking beat. Okay, so what would people like? What would Sayori like? Sayori would like... She likes cute stuff? No, she likes, Is she the anime liker? No. She likes... What? Kitties? No. What's Sayori like again? Clumsy. Clumsy. Clumsy adventure? Fantasy? Headphones? Nature? Silly? Cheer? Excitement? Passion? Vivacious? No. What's vivacious mean? I don't even know what that means. Portraits? Okay, we'll balance it out a little bit too, I guess. Rose? Nope. Skirts? Hearts? Kiss? Misfortune? Wait a second, why is... Eh? Why did Sayori like misfortune? Suicide? Oh my god, what the fuck? Yikes. Hopeless? No, wait, what? Wait, why did she like that one? Huh? Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Danny.
Yo, Sayori. I'm a Chad now because I say yo. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks. What do you mean no thanks? Just go, you fucker. Get some water. I like that my VTuber avatar or whatever opens my mouth when I'm drinking. So it looks like I'm like swallowing air.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh? Why that's all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
Huh.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill. Only 2 small coins fall out.
Oh, you aren't gonna be paying for shit, yeah, you little bastard?
I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the clubroom. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. True.
Haha.
Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri? Tell Danny to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Revolution?
Retribution. That thing. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. True. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I did trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Whoa. Ow. What was... Eh? A cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez.
Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Ooh. Oh my. They're lewd.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her.
Oh.
Sayori suddenly leans down, takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey, did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. This is so wholesome. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh?
Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the clubroom.
Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today? Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay.
She probably just had to do something today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She probably is more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me?
Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Let me get some water. Gotta do a lot of talking in this game, so it is important to stay hydrated. Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose a club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't, really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's, maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay.
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Danny.
Okay, can she like... I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Haha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love a chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. True. Natsuki, kind of seems like a narc. Yuri's back to her book.
Everybody's so happy. Danny. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Wanna come with me?
Supplies? What for?
Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks.
I see. Sure, I'll go with you.
Yay. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Danny to get the supplies?
There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him.
But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classes and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster paper too, okay? Okay.
Ready? Let's go. Okay, listen, I know some things about this game, but I don't know everything. But it seems to me that, Monica seems like she's a little jealous of Sayori and I's relationship. It feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature.
Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry.
Is that so?
Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance.
A performance? Of what kind?
Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems.
That sounds kind of dull.
Danny, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, "Between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland." Like that.
How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that.
Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know.
I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self.
Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Hey Danny, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission.
Why are there empty class? Oh yeah, it's after school. It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Yeah, that sounds pretty familiar.
Let's see what we have in here. Crayons? They're the best brand too. They're kind of dirty though.
Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find...
Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color.
Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper.
I dropped one by accident.
Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor, the crayons spill all over her lap.
Ow.
You okay?
My forehead.
Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Big, clumsy Sayori. I grab her by the waist? You have to move your hand, Sayori.
But it hurts.
Just do it for a second. Okay. I gently brush her bangs to the side.
Ow.
Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Uh-oh. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice.
Danny, where would I even find ice around this time?
I guess a cold drink would do.
You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn.
Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it'll be used as an ice pack. But I know Sayori likes apple juice. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them.
Sayori, here.
I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. That's a big-ass bottle of juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens a cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot.
Ah, sorry, I forgot.
How hard did you hit your head?
It stings.
Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good.
Hey, Danny, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
You know how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. Haha. And you would just rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know.
Did I really do that?
Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it.
Maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head.
I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people.
Even after all these years.
You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart.
Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
Really? Maybe you're right. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us.
Do you think it'll be like this forever? Okay, this is like, I'm starting to get a little like emotional. If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college and after that. So it wouldn't be fair to me to make any promises. Oh man, need some water. Well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up.
I'm so happy.
Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her.
I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know?
Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way.
Not if I hide it under my bangs.
Yeah, until it really starts to swell up.
Huh.
She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself.
Eh.
Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go.
Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was ready to start with sharing our poems. So, Sayori, your forehead.
She's fine, don't worry about.
I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? Uh-huh, I have it right. Eh?
Sayori frantically glances around herself.
I forgot all the stuff.
Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too.
Haha. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Danny.
Well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori.
I made it an adventure.
Yeah, that.
Oh, okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine.
After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Oh god, okay. Who should we show the poem for? We'll do the same. We'll do, Sayori again.
Danny, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me.
Eh? I'm not hiding anything. But
your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before.
I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so.
Eh? No way. Not even Natsuki?
Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you.
Whoa, what? Eh? Eh? Well,
Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you are a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things.
like cooking.
Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time.
Eh? I don't know if I understand.
You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori?
Hey, I'm not a kid, you know.
Are you sure about that?
Maybe. Hey, Danny, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it.
Huh? Why?
Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me.
Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home.
Really? I broke my pencil.
What do you mean you broke your pencil? She bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sayori.
Yeah.
I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it.
Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and what? Forefinger. What does it say? Thumb and forefinger? And pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging. Scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head.
Yeah, what the fuck? Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. Yeah, I think lots of people do that. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Yeah. Let's do Monica, I guess.
Hi again, Danny. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not gone bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go.
I gave my poem to Monica.
Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, nothing like that. I'm still just getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Okay, let's take a look.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony.
Wait, what's it say? Cacophony?
Cacophony? Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing.
Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Huh? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Haha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens— oh shit! What did that say? When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Okay. Guess we'll save our game then. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And what? Kind of broke the fourth wall there. Oh god. I guess we'll show it to you, Natsuki, first today.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
Huh? Phew what?
Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you— wait, maybe that was a compliment. Haha. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it.
This kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
Yeah? You think so?
Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her.
Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing in my favorite love song. Every time she— what is this about? I tried not to let her touch me.
She likes spiders, so her ants are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Okay.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it.
Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that?
Of course, it's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes it people stupid. Who cares when someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone, it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things,
True. True. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it.
Okay, Yuli-chan.
Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Danny. Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain, like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings, and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing.
I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Of course. Is this a poem you wrote for today?
The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon incitements.
The moon? What?
The moon incitements its phase, and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. That raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I cannot either.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Eh? She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into, as long as you're not hurting anybody. True.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's
interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry. I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Another successful day.
We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Huh? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? No, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagine it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
That was a pretty good speech, actually. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been really trying hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but... Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? I guess I don't really have a choice. Haha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica? This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. I'm getting a little sleepy here. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished the recitation? Recitation? Yay! Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Huh? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium.
This poem is called... You can do it, Yuri. It's called... After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like how it happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality.
Snap back into reality.
And glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself.
Hi.
It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding.
Yay!
It's not that we don't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I guess I'm next then. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori,
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheering like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it... Voice? Almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she liked my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it.
Good job, Sayori.
Even Danny liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? My turn. No, not my turn. Alrighty guys, we'll call it quits here. Continue next time. Enjoying this game a good amount. It's a visual novel, so I know it may not be everybody's thing, but you know. I like these sorts of things. They're pretty relaxing, especially after that Persona Q, which was very stressful, so it's a nice change of pace for me. And it's not too long either, so. Anyway, bye guys.